evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us on Twin States News. The Ole Miss women were closing out the non-conference play this afternoon against North Florida, looking to bounce back after a loss to Troy all the way back on December 19th. And thanks to Crystal Allen, Ole Miss would take charge throughout the entirety of the contest. She would set a career high with her 6th triple of the game in the second quarter and reach the 20-point mark at the half. Allen would finish with 34 points for the most by an SEC player this season in the Rebels' 82-69 victory. Allen would finish with 9 3-pointers, the second most in Ole Miss single game history, and her 8th would be the most by an SEC player this season.
Definitely excited that we finished off the year with a victory. 6-8 when you think about it, and so the 6 wins is right now for us, to me, a step in the right direction, because I can tell you there's 4 of the 8 losses could have gone either way. So with that being said, I'm pleased. As far as today, obviously I'm, again, excited that we had the win and look forward to us using this time and to prepare and build towards conference.
The number 19 Mississippi State men return home from the holiday break to take on BYU at Humphrey Coliseum tomorrow, marking the 3rd time that the two will meet on the court and the 2nd opponent from the West Coast Conference that the Bulldogs will meet this season. This marks the final non-conference test for Mississippi State. Following this one, the Dogs begin their 18-game SEC tilt at South Carolina Tuesday, January 8th. The Gamecocks, along with Alabama, Auburn, Kentucky, and Ole Miss, are the 5 teams that MSU will be facing twice in SEC play. Tip-off for tomorrow's game is set for 11 a.m. And the football team has arrived in Tampa ahead of the New Year's Day Outback Bowl against Iowa. The team spent Thursday afternoon in meetings and walk-through practices, while a number of the guys spent their evening watching the Tampa Bay Lightning. A ton of action, but it all kicks off at 11 a.m. Central Time at Raymond James Stadium on New Year's Day. The playoff-bound Saints will host the Carolina Panthers Sunday in the NFL's regular season finale. And while the Saints have clinched the NFC North's #1 seed, and with Carolina out of the playoffs, the stakes are pretty low, other than a few records that could be broken. Coach Sean Payton pointing out that a win would be the Saints' 14th of the season, the most wins in a regular season in Saints history. Some other records: Drew Brees has to throw for just 8 yards to meet the 4,000-yard mark for his 13th such year. Mark Ingram needs 118 yards on the ground to break the career rushing yards record set by Deuce McAllister, while receiver Michael Thomas is 24 yards short of breaking the Saints' single-season record for receiving yards. But with all of those records on the line, Coach Sean Payton spoke about the potential for the Saints to reach win number 14.
Relative to where this team is at, I would say we found a way to win some hard-fought close games in some seasons. You know, maybe we weren't good enough in those situations, but we have been this year, and we've got a lot of football ahead now. Not ready to put a stamp on the season, but it's a chance to win the next one. What I like about this team and every one of us working is, you know, it feels too good to win. You know, there's too much work that goes into it, and yet, you know, there's certain key parts to that, and I think these guys understand that.
And of course, not much on the line for the Saints in this one, so Coach did announce today that Teddy Bridgewater will be starting instead of Drew Brees. I'm sure we can expect a lot of...
He was up for a record, though, there, wasn't he?
Yeah. He's up to meet the 4,000 rushing yard mark, which he's done 13th season. So I'm sure, as Coach Payton said, it would be cool if they got their 14th win and they cared the most about winning, but I'm sure we can expect to see some of the starters not getting as much playing time. Save them for the playoffs.
Save them for the playoffs.
Keep them healthy, and hopefully the Saints can
looking towards
get
that
many
big
more
game,
wins.
right? Yeah. All right.